Hey everybody, Garrett and Katie, back for another Thoughts on Thursday. It's officially winter time here, so I've got on my brightly colored hoodie. It's actually the highest quality fabric I've ever had in a hoodie. It's fantastic. I just look like I'm getting ready to be a clown at the circus. Today we're doing a couple Sutliff bulks, not ultra widely talked about, so figured this would be worthwhile. We have Sutliff's Old Professor, get the glare out of there, versus CA100. Both of these are technically Englishes. There's some component differences and some definitely aroma differences between the two. Both very, very affordable in bulk. If you like your Englishes, this is one to think about, trying out to stock up before everything's gone. Obviously not panic buying, but get it when you can, when it's on sale. That's when I got this. It was on sale. Also, if you're here in the US, a pound of tobacco, 16 ounces, fits inside a half-gallon jar, all but perfectly.
This is that one blend that's super fluffy.
The FGT 51 and the Mixture 79 were not, it's not as dense, so it takes a little more than a half-gallon jar. The FGT 51's, if you like Burley and Kentucky, the more natural version of that FGT 51 is fantastic. Pretty sure I said that last time, but first up we are trying Old Professor. I have it in my Missouri Mirrors from Washington here. It's one of my blue acrylic stems that got clogged up. I just fixed it yesterday, so just giving it a good run through. And Katie's got her radiator, and that's a 1913 Pipes bowl.
Yep. Sure is.
You have anything interesting going on you want to talk about?
I think this is a serious contender for proper English for me. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it I like.
It's a little softer.
It is.
For sure. It doesn't have as many rough edges as proper English seems to.
I do like those rough edges, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah, no, I think they're both great so far. As far as this goes, I've never had them side by side, so. And Katie's never had Old Professor at all.
I'm struggling with allergies, all the leaves and the mold. It warms up just enough during the day for all that crap to spread in the wind and the leaves before it refreezes.
Yeah, a lot of people in this house are. Everyone but me.
My eyeballs and my sinuses are not happy. I cannot wait until it's all just completely frozen over. We need more snow. Need more snow. I don't think we're gonna get it though. At least not down here on the Front Range.
Not anytime soon.
The last few winters have been super mild too.
Up until February.
Even then, it only snowed enough to shovel a handful of times. Not even last year. I think 3 times, 4 we shoveled.
Oh.
I like the snow. Someday we'll go where there's more snow.
I hope everybody who was interested managed to get their hands on the Krampus Knock, or Nacht. It's the Kringle Flake. It's the alternative tin art of the Kringle Flake. Was sold out in like 30 minutes. So I hope if you were looking for it, you got it. I know there was only 500 tins available, period.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I tried. But the Kringle Flake comes out in 2 weeks, I think at 6 p.m. So, and that should be a much larger release. And not to increase the panic buying, but this will be the last time Kringle Flake is released that we know of. And if you guys listen to the Get Piped podcast, when they were doing the talking about the Sutliff 175th anniversary, they gave a little hint about this blend, and that this blend contains the very last of the McClelland Red Virginias that were in the back of the warehouse.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so it's sort of a rare commodity. If you do get your hands on it, don't be careless with it, I guess. Onion is back. 2 a.m. Pipe on the Patio. He put out a video kind of explaining what's been going on, and we've all missed him, and obviously he's got good reasons for his absence, and I hope that things get a little better. Depression gets the best of us all sometimes, and honestly, he's doing the best thing you can do, is just find a way to keep going on. Life has a way of bringing you down, especially when the have-tos can suck the whole day's energy out of you. And I can speak on that as an authority. I hope everybody who's interested in being part of Picking and Piping Secret Santa, hope everybody gets entered. Get a hold of Matthew, get involved. It should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Been scoping out some good deals. If you guys are looking for any pipes for that, make sure you guys hit up Ben at Redeem Pipes. I happen to know that he's got quite a large selection of pipes for, I think, $30 a piece right now. Mm. And there was a couple Stanwells in the photos that I saw recently, and some other nicer pipes. But make sure you guys, if you're going to be part of that, there's a $35 limit, so there's some decent pipes in there. If I'm just saying, if there was a certain gentleman who has Armchair in the name of his channel, who happens to loves to collect Stanwells, and there's $35 limit, and I know where you can get Stanwells for $30. Just the math works out. Just say it. But and it doesn't have to be pipe related, to be clear. But those are some of the biggest things that we all talk about. It's definitely the main things you and I talk about.
No.
Not at least on the videos here. So odds are that unless you put out more out there about your personal life, that's going to be what folks know about you. We ride motorcycles when we can.
Do we?
I don't know.
It's been so long.
It's been a year. Just a year. We haven't fired them up this year at all. We've moved them. We haven't fired them up.
Mine needs repair. It hasn't made sense to repair it when I can't ride it. So it is nicely tucked away.
I have to get a new drive belt for mine and likely new tires.
I think tires and hose and helmet. We need new helmets. Safety first. Only got one brain.
I don't use it. It's fine.
I mean, your body uses it even if you don't.
I disagree. The check engine light's been on for a while, and it's not doing anything about it.
I mean, your heart's still beating and your blood's still pumping and air's still moving around.
I'm in the same physical condition as my Jeep.
Your brain still runs it all. If you rattle it around too much,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work.
And just like my Jeep, I can go down the highway on 4 cylinders. That doesn't mean everything's working okay.
I'll be getting a new helmet.
And unlike my Jeep, I can't just throw some thicker oil in there and everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, no.
I wish I was built like an old straight six.
I'm pretty sure you are the equivalent.
No,
I think you might already be.
I'm built like an old farm tractor.
Well, there's a what health status and physical condition are you in? What car do you equate
What,
your physical health to?
what vehicular device do you equate your health to? Physical and mental. There you go. There's 2 categories.
I don't know about physically, but mentally, I think I'm a mater.
No.
Feel like that sometimes. Scatterbrained and all over the place.
I think a more accurate relation would be, remember that Honda motorcycle I fixed up that we got like all the parts in boxes?
Yes.
And I got it all together the way it was supposed to be.
Yes.
And it was only running on 1 cylinder, but I could still do like 55 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
You need all the rest, like all the work that thing took to run on 2, to get it running on 2. You need that much rest.
Well, that ain't happening anytime soon.
Exactly. It's a good reference, right? I think so. Thing ran like a champ on 1 cylinder. I didn't figure out it was running on 1 until I finally had the guts to get it up to 60 miles an hour, and it wouldn't. Its rated top speed was 88. Lots of Back to the Future jokes in there.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous to ride that thing.
Wasn't bad, honestly.
No.
It's an old CX500. I got it for free because no one had fixed it up for years and they weren't even sure all the parts were there, so they just gave me these boxes full of shit.
I mean, it's a little different if you're driving around in a car you fixed up and something catastrophically falls apart or breaks. I mean, you're in a car at least.
Yeah,
On a motorcycle, you're gonna eat pavement.
Or in my case, dirt.
Oh yeah!
I took it off-road because I was getting ballsy. That didn't go well.
Nope. I did not. I forgot about that.
I was really digging
Good
that
times.
bike.
Good times.
I redid all the electrical on that bike, the entire cooling system, jerry-rigged secondary firing system for the secondary ignition coil so that the second cylinder would turn on because you couldn't get the parts anymore. Even override switches and emergency kills it never had. I think it was safer when I got done with it than when it was new.
I mean,
The brakes,
yeah.
The brakes on it were a hope and a dream. Come on.
Good decisions.
My Victory is a much better bike. Keep talking about selling it. I don't know if I'll ever get the gumption up to go do it.
We'll see what happens. See how much more we get to ride. Very limited schedules. Very limited time.
One one interest we don't need anything for the Secret Santa. If anyone's doing research, we don't need technology, computer parts, nothing. Nope. Got that covered.
Indeed.
I do all this on my phone because my phone's pretty awesome. But it's not for lack of technology. Katie's into plants, succulents mainly. But she has no room for them. Is that what you're looking around for?
None of those are succulents. Those are all in the kitchen.
Yeah, they're the ones that you baby.
Well, it's because they need all the extra attention.
Alright. Wrong. My succulent that won't die over there.
Yeah, the aloe.
I have an aloe vera plant that was like really close to death, and Katie was giving up on it, and I was like, no, it just needs more water. And I gave it some more water for like a week, and since then it is like the spring of life. It has not stopped. Just babies.
You should pay some attention to the rest of my plants. I think it's like the computers. You just kind of touch it and look at it, and all of a sudden it flourishes. Because I was watering it, and I was moving it all over the place, trying to figure out more light, less light. It got burned. The first few weeks it got burned. I put it in a window with way too much direct light for how new its roots were. I think philodendrons are my favorite. That's what that one is. We've got acorn leaf philodendrons and the dragon tail or fish tail. I don't remember what that one's called. I've seen people call it a few different things. And then the Brazil and the lemon. Yeah, the philodendrons do well in here. They're happy with this amount of light and humidity, or lack thereof.
Well, through the magic of editing, we will see you guys when we are on the next pipe and ready to talk about the next blend. See you in a bit. And we're back. We're finishing up our bowls of CA100. Although they're both Englishes, they're wildly different.
Indeed.
Old Professor is a lot closer to like plum pudding or traditional Latakia heavy English, where the CA100 I think has considerably less Latakia.
The other components come through a good bit more.
Yeah, there's a spice that hits your tongue, and I think it has Kentucky, something like that in it. If I remember right, I have all the components in front of me. But if I were to give a single description of the smell, like Old Professor smells smoky, like a typical English should. CA100 smells clean.
I think that's what it is. It seemed lighter at first, but no, it's not that it's lighter. Because it's just as rich, but it's less smoky.
Yeah, because early morning pipe, when we tried that was exceptionally light English.
Yes.
But it wasn't like this.
No.
I remember when I first looked it up, it said it was sweet and spicy. And I can agree with that. I was kind of intrigued by that when I first ordered it because I was thinking like...
Perique spicy?
No, I was thinking like Chinese food, like sweet and spicy. Like sweet and sour chicken. Something. I was like, oh.
And an English blend made you think of Chinese.
Well, no, just the idea that you could have a sweet and spicy take on top of these components without it being aromatic or topped.
There's
Or
the
at least-
snacks part.
Well, sure. But no, like it seemed really intriguing, and I smoked them both when they showed up, but not side to side. It's not side by side like this. I just noted that I liked them both.
I do too.
I think they're both very good Englishes. If Early Morning Pipe is an ultralight English, CA100 is probably a really good afternoon smoke. Right? If you were gonna step up the heaviness of that smoky flavor,
I like that smoky flavor first thing in the morning, though.
you like it all day.
Yeah.
Our room reeks of Latakia when I come home, and I'm not complaining. It is strong.
It's fantastic.
It's like walking up to a Bed Bath and Body Works shop,
Oh, yeah.
but it's like if all of those soaps were Latakia.
Oh, darn.
It's a good thing I don't have indifference to Latakia, it's a good thing I am indifferent to Latakia.
Indeed.
I think it adds a great quality to certain smokes. Other smokes, I think it takes away from certain components. Like, you feel like it could be more. And I guess in that front, that's where this CA100 would fill that gap. If you like Englishes, but you don't like Latakia as a primary, like, front-running taste, you should try this CA100
Yes.
from Sutliff. It's pretty good. And just see if I'm crazy. I'm going to have you do the same thing, but in the reverse order. Just see if I'm crazy.
Okay.
I really do. I want to say it's cleaner. Like, it just smells. Yeah. Give a sniff of one. And I don't mean cleaning chemicals, but I mean it smells the same, but it hits me as, like,
Yeah, it's that smoky bit.
it's not lighter. The Latakia is definitely in there, and so is the Perique and everything else.
Mm-hmm. See, I like that, though. I used to not.
Yeah, your palate matured really fast. Although doing 100 blends in 100 days will do that. In all honesty, we did a lot more than 100 blends because certain blends came in and we just smoked them right then. Didn't do it on video.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that the other day. How, remember some things I equated to, like, dried up barbecue sauce.
Yeah, now
Now I like it.
Yeah, now that's something you're looking for.
That smell means I'm gonna like it.
And before that meant ew.
Yeah, no. I have very much come to learn that things taste different than they smell a lot of the time. Not like the aromatics.
Yeah, no. There's like a citrusy zing
Delicious.
to this. I can't. I'm having a hard time putting my finger on the taste. You all have better palates than I. But from the comments, apparently I'm a little more adventurous with my tobacco purchases. I'm going to buy half the Cornell Deal catalog. And then I'm going to buy half of this catalog. I'm just going to try them all.
Depends on whatever's on sale. At a
Pretty
steal.
much. If it's a steal and it strikes my fancy, I'm going to try it. Heck,
Awesome.
even if it's not a steal and I can just avoid friggin' excise.
It's very well rounded, the CA100. It's very, very good, very proportionately mixed. I prefer the smoky, though. I go Old Professor out of these two.
See, I think long term, I could probably enjoy the CA100 more, But if I just wanted an English, yeah, Old Professor is a good way to go.
Might be done.
I would say if you like Stokoby's proper English, this will be comparable. It's not the same.
No, very similar.
If you like Peterson's Nightcap, you'll probably like Old Professor. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. This CA100 is like I remember there being Kentucky in it, and I think that is the flavor I'm getting the most. That is the most forward flavor, where there's a spice that's coming through, and it's not the Perique. That's one I should be able to pick out because I do seem to lean towards it a lot. I don't always enjoy the spice of the Kentucky, but it's the other flavors that it brings that just hits my little happy button. But yeah, once again, we're split decision on this. But that's okay. We have both of them. It doesn't matter.
We aren't. You are.
We aren't what? You chose Old Professor, and I said CA100.
Never mind. Mixing things up.
Okay.
I'm a little sleepy. I heard something else.
Pretty sure that's what I said.
A bowl is done.
But either way, if you guys can get your hands on these and you're interested, check them out. This CA100 is really not. There's not a lot of reviews out there of it. I'm keep thinking of blends that are like somewhat comparable, but they're not. I really like the John Cotton's Double Press Kentucky, which is a Sutliff product. In case you guys didn't know, John Cotton's is made by Sutliff. If you like any of those double pressed,
double pressed.
save your rubles. Get some when you can. Also, Cobblestone, all of those Sutliff products, as far as I'm aware. So, you like your hiking or any of those? Save your rubles. Wait for the next sale. Get yourself some stocked up. No guarantee. Those, one would think that those would be returning based on their sales numbers, but there's no saying. So, if you're watching this after all this has happened, and for some reason you're watching these, I'm sorry if you can't find these, but yeah, hopefully something good will come out of this all in the end. Perhaps logistics costs will go down, things can be streamlined, and perhaps the whole industry benefits from lower costs. Not likely, given the way the business works, but there's a way that could have been squeaked out.
Time will tell.
Certainly will. And perhaps we all won't be as disappointed as we're afraid of. But yeah, Old Professor's number 5 blend 526 Old Professor. You guys like your Englishes? That is a rock solid English. It's not too heavy, not too smoky. It's not too much in any one direction. CA100 is a little sweeter. It's got a little more spice to it. Not as much Latakia, it feels like, but both of them are very good. I think that's about it. There was something more I wanted to say, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
All right, well, on a positive note.
What's that?
All your positive notes there. It's good stuff.
Well, yeah, I like tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe this will make a subtle secret comeback like Captain Black Grape did for 30 days. And now everybody who's stocked up has it stashed away in secret dark places. Like we do. We have some Captain Black Grape stocked away. And not likely to be traded lightly, as sometimes you just want something like that.
Indeed.
And there's not too many things out there like it. And kind of like with this CA100, there's every chance that you want an English with a little more, I don't know, taste in a different direction. A little lighter while still tasting like an English. This is a good option to try. Hope you guys all have a great day. Hope your weather's staying good. It's been mighty frigid cold around here. This morning when I woke up, the thermometer said it was 20 degrees at that was 6 a.m. It's 20 degrees.
I believe it. It was awfully chilly this morning.
Yep.
Going.
I hope your days are going well. Hope you're staying warm, and I hope you're enjoying what you have to smoke. And yeah, if you got anything to leave in the comments for anything you guys want us to do verses on, anything from the 100 blends, I likely still have it. We can do a comparison, as long as it's not the Captain Black, because I mixed all that in the salad video. So that's all mixed up into one blend now, and has mellowed into some sort of weird cherry vanilla sort
Concoction.
of thing. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not real great.
It's too much.
Is it?
It goes in every direction.
Yeah, it's
in a not cohesive way.
yeah.
Kind of like cross-eyed cricket, but more.
No, cross-eyed cricket's more focused.
No, but like how it changes. Except it's way more than just like one way or the other way. It's like 6 different ways. So
Initially, it wasn't a bad mixture. Long-term, mixed together, not going to say that's a good choice.
It's not married well.
But you know what? Sometimes you got to try things. Sometimes good things happen.
It's an experience.
Somebody decided to try smoking some plant straight, and now there's a whole industry built around it. Several industries built around that whole idea. I'm going to eat this leaf. Oh, that's sweet. Now we have mint ice cream and stuff.
That's true.
That's how we got here. But I'm going to quit rambling. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later.